Woman here in Portland and across Oregon in the last weeks. Something interesting. In the last few hours, you say our temperature has actually gone up a little bit, Kristen?
Yeah, they have. So we've had this east wind bring in all that cold air from the gorge, and so it's been so cold. It's been in the 30s. It's felt like it's in the 20s, but now southerly winds are starting to pick up. It's been in the 50s all day down towards Salem, Eugene, Corvallis, mid-50s today. Think about that. We were struggling to get to even 39 degrees. So now southerly winds kicking in, and it's bringing in some of that warmer air. I'll show you that in a second, but I wanted to get back to our rain totals. They just continue to go up because the rain will not stop. Take a look at this. Almost 3 inches in Portland, nearing 2 inches now since midnight last night in McMinnville. Over 2.5 or around 2.5 inches for Tillamook. Back up near Astoria, nearing 2.5 inches there. 2.36 inches in Newport. You get into the coast range, and we're looking at 3 to even 7 inch totals there. And so the rain just won't stop. And so our rain to date so far for the month, here we are, and we're at 11.5 inches. So we're approaching a foot very quickly for Portland. We are at 8 inches of a surplus right now for Portland. So super wet out there. Second wettest December on record at this point. And by the time we get into early next week, I think we'll probably at least tie, if not set, a new record for the wettest December for Portland. Flood watches, of course, in effect. We've been watching those rivers really closely. They are starting to rise a bit, and that will continue to be a possibility through Saturday morning. So rain continues for the rest of the evening and overnight. It does slow down a little bit tomorrow, but you know there can be that lag time with the river, so we'll be watching that closely. But for now, it's not stopping anytime soon. So it's continuing to move in from the south and west, just wet out there, and then through the gorge where temperatures are hovering close to freezing is now coming down as freezing rain on top of all of that snow. So the roads are going to be slick. They're going to be icy. If you're traveling out east along I-84, be very, very careful. And of course over the mountain passes too. We had over a foot of snow up at Mount Hood just from last night. Now keeping a close eye also on the winds. Winds have already started to pick up in Salem, gusting right now up near 35 miles an hour. It'll be possible over the next several hours that we could see some gusts up near 40 and 45. 45 seems to be that magic number when you start to see the trees come down, and it won't take as much wind because the ground's so wet. And so this advisory is in effect all up and down I-5 into the Portland metro area until 2 a.m. tonight, and so the winds are going to continue to crank up. 40 right now, and look at that, the winds have switched direction southeast at about 20 miles an hour, and we're going to see steady 20 to 25 mile an hour winds through at least 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Tracking the rain here hour by hour, that doesn't let up either, so heavy rain and wind. So if you don't need to travel over the next several hours, don't do it because it is going to get a little more dangerous out there. 7:30 p.m. we're still getting the steady rain. By 10 o'clock, here comes the front. This is when it sweeps through. This is likely when we'll see those winds really peak and gust. And then behind the front, we start to finally dry things out. We'll have pop-up showers developing tomorrow through the day, but we'll also get some sun breaks going. But in some of the showers, heavy rain, watching for hail, and we may even see thunderstorms back out towards the coast. And then for the Cascades, of course, we've been dealing with that switch over to rain this afternoon. We'll see it switch back over to snow, and we can see another half a foot for our ski resorts by the time we get to tomorrow. So out there, temperatures climbing 40, and we're still in the low 50s down south. But again, watch what's happening in the gorge. Stubborn cold air there. Even though we have the southwest winds kicking in, we'll likely continue to see icy conditions through the night. So we have winter storm warnings sticking around, though I don't think we'll see much more accumulation there. You get east and across far eastern Oregon, we'll have to watch for a few more inches of snow there through the overnight hours. And then coastal areas under a high wind warning until 2 a.m. tonight, where winds could gust to 65 miles an hour. So your specific forecast now: tomorrow, upper 40s, less wind, few showers here and there, slight storm chance. I-5, showers, sun breaks, and then we'll see another 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of rain tomorrow, so not as much, won't be nearly as wet. Central and eastern Oregon 30s with scattered showers, gusty winds, Cascades, more snow levels at 3,500 feet. The gorge watching for cold showers tomorrow, but liquid. And then 7-day forecast here. Saturday we catch a break. We catch a little bit of a break tomorrow. We catch more of a break Saturday. Sunday the wet weather returns. Monday looks really wet, more deep moisture, maybe another 1 to 2 inches by the time we get into Tuesday there, and it stays unsettled through Wednesday, Thursday, of course, Christmas Eve. So still staying really wet. I think it's going to go down the record books.
Yeah, it is. Wettest December ever.
Yeah, and we're going to have to watch those rivers.